What is up, YouTube? From the title and the thumbnail, you know, it's two different perspectives. If you read the title, then you would know I will be showing you how to make a thumbnail. But from the thumbnail, of course, it says my new apartment. We're not going over a new apartment vlog, but I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make that thumbnail that y'all see when y'all clicked on the video. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so today we will be using a iPhone. I'm pretty sure you can use it with an Android, but I'm using the iPhone to make a thumbnail. Everything is done from the phone, taking a picture from the phone. The apps, all the apps are free now. To get certain features, you will have to pay a subscription, but I'm not promoting them in any kind of way. If you want to pay that subscription, you can. If not, okay. But all the apps that you need, they are right there on the screen. Also, the link are down below in the descriptions. I will put the fonts that I'm using to create the text, the link in the description. We will be going through it in the app, but y'all can just go ahead and click those links in the descriptions and download it so we can get this out of the way. You don't have to use the background that I'm using. I'm just using this as an example. All the pictures, the background, and the two other pictures that are in the circle right there, I got all those pictures off of Google. So first, we're going to start with, y'all may want to get a picture of yourself. This is the picture that I use in the app PicsArt. It removes the background for you. So go ahead and take you a good picture. Make sure the background not too busy, so whenever it cuts out your body, it'll be a clean cut. So you got that? Let's get into it. I'm screen record my phone and pop it up there on the screen for y'all. So this image right here, I got it from Google. I think I typed in luxury penthouse condos, and this picture caught my eye. Now I did kind of beef up the picture with Lightroom, but y'all don't have to do that. Only thing I did in Lightroom, I adjusted the lights, the highlights, the white, the clarity, and all of that. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I did. And as you can see, this is the before and this is the after. If you want to do that, you know, like I said, just adjust your settings in the Lightroom app. But let's go ahead and go to PicsArt. I already made this thumbnail, so a lot of the stuff is gonna already be pre-made versus me actually showing you everything. So we're gonna go ahead and start out with the picture. Here we go. I shouldn't do that one. This one right here. First thing we're gonna do is make sure you go to Tools, go to Crop. You want to make sure that your picture is cropped to the thumbnail size, which is the 16:9. You know, size your picture up or down to whatever is best for you. I'm going to put it right there and then apply. Then for me, what I like to do is I like to add in a little sparkly effect. And how you do that is, oh wait, I got to blur the background. First we're going to go to Effects, go to Blur. Go to that blur right there and take it down to about 4 or 5. You don't want it to be too blurred out, because you still want to kind of make out what the background is. So I put mine at around 4 or 5, so everything that's gonna be added on the photo will pop out versus everything blending in with the background. So I'm gonna put it on 5. 5 should be good. Now I'm gonna add a little sparkly effect, which we're gonna go to, not effects, my bad, we're gonna go to brushes, and I use that middle one right there, and you just move your finger across it. All you just doing is, that's it. You're gonna apply it. Now you're done with that. So after you got the pictures that you need, let's say you took the pictures or you got the pictures off Google. In order to get them in the little circular shape, we're gonna go to Photo Cropper. Double tap it. You're gonna go to your settings and just add it. Make the circle and you save it. Now I already got these in my album saved already, so I'm just going to use what I already have. We're going to go back to PixArt. We're going to go to add a photo. Like I said, these pictures are already in here, so I'm going to go ahead and add the photo. I'm going to add this one first. I like to, like I said, I like to beef my images up. You could beef them up in the app. All you got to do is go to adjust, go to clarity, turn it up a little bit, go to your highlights, back it down a little bit, and then apply. Make sure you don't hit apply 2 times, because if you hit apply a second time, it's going to make that image that you just posted on top of your background just stay in place, and you're not going to be able to edit it. So now I want to add like a little background shadow. So we're going to go to shadow, turn the blur all the way up, turn that all the way up, go to position and put them both at 0. And then just, you know, I'm going to slide this over a little bit more. Let me cut my notifications off. Now I got that how I want to. That's the size I want. You can make it bigger if you want by, you know, hitting that little triangle with the little arrows that's up and down, moving them up and down. Let me make that a little bit smaller. Now we're going to add a little sticker. But once you get done with the blurriness, hit apply. So now we're going to go to, where's it at? Where's that at? Oh, sticker. And we're going to type in circle. We're going to scroll down to find the circle that we need. It used to be at the very top, but now it seems like, there we go, right here. Make sure it's the right size. Now if it's a little smaller or a little bigger, you can adjust the size. Same thing we did. I'm going to adjust it, put a little clarity on it, take the highlights down, apply, then add shadows. Turn it all the way up. A lot of times I like to use white for my shadow, but since it's so much white in the actual picture, I'm gonna use black, so it'll make the picture stand out more, if you get what I'm saying. Next, we're gonna add the other picture, which is the bedroom. But I'm sure the way it looks in my thumbnail, I put the bedroom first, but anyway, it's the same concept. Wait a minute, let me go back and look at my thumbnail. Make sure I'm doing everything in the right order. Okay, yeah, I was in front of it. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we're gonna put this down here. The same thing that you did for the first image, just a circle, do it the same way with this one. Adjust it. Your clarity, your highlight, and your shadow. Then add the sticker. Adjust the size. Adjust that. Same thing. Apply that. Add the shadow to it. Position it. Boom. You can see that it's already coming along. Now, the next thing I want to do is add me in there. It's already down here in my photos. This is the actual image. All you're going to do is click that remove background. And just like that, it removed me from the background. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Just a little bit more bigger. Yeah. And I'm going to add a little clarity on me. Just a little bit. Not too much. Just a little bit. And bring my highlights down. Apply. Go in and add a shadow. You know, every shadow that I'm adding, I'm putting the horizontal and vertical at 0, so it's like directly right behind it. But in my picture I use a white, so I'm gonna use a white shadow. Yeah, like that. Cool. Oh, let me downsize me just a little bit. Yeah, right there. So now I added a little arrow emoji. How you do that is same thing. Go back to your stickers and let me see, just type in arrow and just find that. Oh, no, I know what I did. I got that arrow off of Google, so I'm gonna post that link down below in the description for the arrow that I got off Google. It's already in my album in here, right there. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, I don't want it too much on my face, so I'm gonna move me over a little bit. Yeah. And same thing, adjust your clarity and yeah, highlight, then add your shadow. I use white in my picture. Yeah. Yeah, I see it's coming along. It's not much more to be done, but just a little bit, few more touches. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and add the home emoji. How to add an emoji is you go to text, look for it in your app, well, in your little recent emojis. Downsize it a little bit. Oops. Bring it down to right here. Once again, it's just a repetitive pattern. We're gonna add a shadow to it. What color did I make the shadow? I think it's black. Let me see how it looks when it's white. I think I'm gonna stick with the white shadow. Yeah, that's it for that. Next thing we're gonna do, we are gonna go and make our font like our title inside the app Fonto. So we're gonna click the camera, plain images. I like to use the white. Then you hit the little arrow up button at the top, click use. Now touch on it, add text. I have my new apartment. I want the my new to kind of be like in the middle of apartment. Done. We're gonna click on it, go to style, color pattern. You know, you could do your own color pattern. You do not have to do it this way. But I'm going to click that first gray and then the second gray. Go to the top, hit character. Then pick which gradient you want. I think I'm going to pick the 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. That's what I want. Now, I like to add a stroke on mine. We're going to go to stroke. You can just play with it yourself. I'm going to add that gray. I'm going to change the width to be a little bit bigger. Now we're going to offset the stroke so where it'll look like the font is popping out at you. Like the font is kind of in 3D. So we're going to slide it over to the right. Slide it down just a little bit. Slide it up. Let me change the color back a little bit. Okay, that'll do. As you can see, there you're fine. What you want to do is hit that arrow up button, save image, go back to PixArt, add the photo in, which you can see is already in my album. So we're gonna go ahead and click on it and add it. Remove the background. It's gonna remove all the stuff for you. Now just make it bigger. And put it up at the top corner. Add a shadow on it. I'm gonna put the shadow at white, and we're gonna adjust it. As y'all can see how it's making the font look a little more you get what I'm saying? Bring the highlights down, get it back a little darker. Yeah, you can play around with the other options if you want to. I took the shadow all the way down to 0 and apply it. So we're done with everything. We're done with everything back here, so I'm going to hit apply. Once you hit that apply, you cannot go in. You can't see my screen. You cannot go in and remove nothing. That's what I was saying earlier in the video. Do not hit apply that second time, because once you do that, you cannot go in and change anything. So now, okay, the video is shot in 4K, so I like to go in and add the little 4K frame on it. So we're going to click 4K overlay, and I'm going to click this first one. Size it up. If you got it cropped at the 16:9, it's going to size up perfectly. Do it like that. Same things you've been doing. Add your shadow and do your adjustment. Leave it black. Position is good. Let me adjust it a little bit. Highlights, shadows, and boom. That's it, y'all. So you got a thumbnail. It's kind of opposite of how it is in my actual video that you see, but that's exactly how you make it. Like I said, I got the links down below for all the apps. For the link for the arrow that I use on here is down there in the description. Everything else, like the circles and the other stuff, is really in the sticker options. So yeah, y'all, that is how you make a thumbnail from your phone. Real simple, real easy. I'm not sure if I explained it pretty good, but hopefully I did. If you have any questions, you can message me on Instagram at slimepat_392_, because my other SlimePat page, I know that got taken away. But yeah, this is really the foundation of making an easy thumbnail. It's all about your creativity. Like I said, I will post a link down below in the description for the arrow that I use in here. I did get it off of Google. The background image, I got it off of Google. You do not have to use separate background images. Like, for an example, you can use a picture that you took with your background. What you could do is remove you out the picture. Well, I don't want to confuse y'all. Let me show you real quick. If y'all want to see that part, just stay in the video. For an example, like this video right here, I had made a thumbnail for SRT the Saint. I used the same background in his thumbnail as he took in the picture. First thing I do is I go ahead and remove background. Once you remove it, go ahead and download it, save it. That arrow that's down, pointing down beside the little eraser, save it. Then click cancel. Once you click cancel, it'll put everything back. Then I'll go to effects, and then I'll blur it out. You know, take it back down to your little 4 or 5 and put it at 5. and then you're going to add the photo. What you just saved should be the first option when you go to add photo. As you can see, it's right here. You add it, and you just put it back in place. That's kind of how you make it look like it was taken originally that way. That's how you make the most important stuff pop out in your pictures. You know, you blur the background. If you don't want to add a fake background, that's how you can use your own background. You know, just crop out the most important stuff, then save it, then paste it back on top. So hopefully I'm not confusing y'all too much in this video. Like I said, if y'all have any questions for me, just message me and let me know. I'll try to break it down for you in a different way. If you want to see me do any more thumbnails, let me know down below in the comment sections. Whew, I'm about to be running out of breath. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, and stop playing with slime.